Hi, hello everyone. Riana here, Master Healer, Teacher, and Channel for the Divine. For those of us that are on the spiritual awakening journey, it can be quite daunting, quite difficult, because it is an unbecoming and a stripping away of all the old and all that we ever thought we needed to be or were conditioned to believe we needed to be. All of the old beliefs, all of the old traumas and blocks and conditioning and ways of living that we were taught by our parents, by society, by the world as a whole. And so when we become rid of all these things, I call it the unbecoming, we start to become so naked. We get stripped away of all of these things, and then we start to wonder who we are. What is left after all of those things are stripped away from us. So in this video, I thought I'd just quickly focus on the 4 stages of the spiritual awakening process. Number 1 is the spiritual awakening. And for most of us, the spiritual awakening is usually a process, but what this actually means is that we were asleep, and then we wake up to the truth of who we are. We wake up to what is real, and so we find out, or we come to a remembering or realization that everything that we thought existed is not really the truth. And so we wake up to the truth of who we are. We wake up out of the illusory and matrix, so to speak. And we realize that there is so much more than we ever thought there was. So much more. And this includes awakening to things that you would have never imagined existed within life and within the universe as a whole. You begin to question every single belief you have, whether it's regards to religion, God, who we are. And we come to know that we are actually the creators of our own reality. And so the spiritual awakening step or stage is a beautiful step and stage, because now our journey can truly begin. But then we get to stage 2. Stage 2 is called the purification. And in this stage, most people find themselves stuck, because this is the hardest stage to get through. This is a stage of truly unbecoming. This is a stage where you have to commit to healing every single thing, every belief, every trauma, every block. You really need to strip yourself naked. And once you commit to this path, or once you wake up spiritually, this is how it unfolds. And this can be the most difficult stage, because we can no longer attach ourselves to, or keep ourselves attached to, what we were attached to before, whether it was people, jobs, beliefs about spirituality, religion, love, everything. And for most people, this is where they get stuck. And in my previous video, when I speak about the 5 points where most people get stuck on the spiritual journey, 2 of those points are most prevalent in the stage 2, and that is healing the pain body and healing our subconscious blueprints. And so in order to get through this stage, one must truly be committed to facing ourselves, integrating our shadows, and really diving deep into stripping ourselves naked, we must welcome those situations that might not feel as good, but we know from a higher perspective that those situations and experiences are the ones that will propel us to the next step on our journey. And then for some of us, we are partially in stage 2, and some of us has graduated partially to stage 3. Now stage 3 is the stage of illumination. This is where we start to step into our purpose. Our gift starts to manifest, and we start to tap into our intuition a bit more. We start putting ourselves out there in a way of being in service to humanity. Now, when we're fully in stage 3, the stage of illumination, this is where we start getting the groundwork done as far as fulfilling our mission and our purpose in this life. Like I said, you might have a foot in stage 2 if you've really done the work, and you might have a foot in stage 3, illumination. But when you fully step into stage 3, then the healing has been done basically, and now you are stepping into the embodiment of your God essence, of your higher self. Stage 4 is the last step, and this is the step of enlightenment or self-realization. This is where we fully embody ourselves as the masters of light, as the masters, the living masters, who will lead the way for others to awaken to their essence and their divinity. And so I've created a program called Heal the Pain Body program. There are 4 different packages, and for those of you who would love to, work on their stage of spiritual awakening in order to expand even further into their mission and purpose, and really know who they are, know what their gifts and abilities are, how to put themselves out there in the world to be of service, how to truly embody the truth of who they are and rid themselves of the old. This is the program for you. I've been through it myself, and for most of the time I didn't have anyone to guide me through it. I needed to heal myself, and thus now I have these most effective modalities in order to assist others on their awakening journey and to heal things quite quicker, getting those root causes up leveled and just removing them from the root, instead of having to peel that onion layer by layer by layer by layer, because that can become very frustrating. Some things are a bit deeper than others, of course, because we each have our own core wound that only we can heal. And so comment down below and let me know which stage you think you are in, and where you are stuck, and where you are struggling, and what your issue is at this time with regards to your journey, why you feel you can't move forward, why it feels like there's a glass ceiling above your head that you just can't break through. I know the feeling all too well, but it does get better. It does. But one must be committed on this path in order for one to truly embody your higher self, your God self, so that you can help others and shine your light for the collective consciousness of humanity to raise its vibration, so that we can raise our vibration to a higher octave. I love you all, and I'm so happy to be connecting with you. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like or subscribe, and let me know if this resonates with you. Blessings.